So I won't be playing through your grade 1 pieces, partly because I don't actually have a copy. No, I do have a copy here actually, but I don't think I need to. What you did was very good. Obviously they are getting a bit stale, and it comes across when you play them that you know, you've had them for too long. I think the thing to try and remember is that if you do sit the exam, that you've got to bring it all out on that day. You only get one chance at playing those pieces. The exam's only 10 minutes long, so you want to do the best you can. So the most important thing is to keep the music tidy, and to put the dynamics in as much as you can. Put those dynamics in. Okay, your scales, I was a little bit disappointed with those. It took you a while to get into them. You need to ask for scale tests at home. Mum or dad maybe could do that for you. Just need to ask you to play different scales in different hands. Okay, the one you got particularly stuck on was F major. Now F major in the right hand, I wouldn't be surprised if you are asked to play this scale because it is so different to the other scales. So you need to remember that you've got B flat in the right hand, and it's the 4th finger that has to be on the B flat. So when you come down the scale and you turn the hand, you must make sure that you turn the 4 onto the B flat. Okay, that's one thing to remember. The other thing is, with all your scales, including this F major scale in the right hand, when you get halfway up a scale to what we call the keynote, and you knew what that was because I asked you, in this case it would be F, you should always turn the thumb there. If you end up with the thumb on the note before, then you've turned it too early. All right, and when you come down the scale as well, actually it doesn't matter coming down in the right hand because it should work out anyway. But if for some reason you end up with a thumb on a different note, it means you've turned the wrong finger, maybe on the B flat that time. So there's a couple of pointers there. 4th finger on the B flat in the right hand for F major, and for all your scales in the right hand and the left hand, you should always turn your thumb when you get halfway onto your keynote. Let's try left hand. Let's try D major in the left hand. There's my thumb. So in the left hand, it matters when you come down the scale because you have to turn onto it. There it is. All right. So if you turn too early and end up with your thumb on E, and you know you're playing D major, then you've not turned in the right place. So 2 little pointers there. Apart from that, you just need to make sure before you play each scale, say I'm doing G major, I know I've got to play the F sharp and I see it. I pick it out, eyeball it, we might call it, all right? Spy it out on the keyboard, then you know the black key you've got to use so that you don't miss it, okay? D major has got 2 sharps. You got a bit stuck with that one as well. The F sharp and the C sharp. F sharp and C sharp. Okay. So generally, you just need to learn them, whether you write them out on some flashcards or something at home and get mum and dad to test you so that you know which keys are in each scale, or you go through the list in your exam book. It's written in the exam book as well. And just go through each key and make sure you can point out on the keyboard. Say I'm going to do D minor with my left hand. Then I know I've got to use that and that. Or if I start a bit higher, that one and that one. It's the bridge, isn't it? So make sure you've pointed out those black keys and you know that it's D minor that uses those black keys. You need to test yourself a little bit so that you learn them. We're just going to go through the French piece, okay? So you're looking at your rhythm this week, and we're just doing 4 bars, okay? And it's the rhythm that starts with the minim, the crotchet, the 4 semiquavers, the minim, the crotchet, the quaver, and the dotted crotchet. And I'm going to use the French counting system, so I'll do it for you first. So I'm going to say, instead of saying 1, 2, 3 to count myself in, I'm going to use ta, 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 because that's the crotchet word. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, then I'm going to join the right hand in. Ta, ah, ta, tuffa, teffy, ta, ah, ta, 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 te, ta, ah, ah. Do it once again for you. Ta, 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 ah, ta, tuffa, teffy, ta, ah, ta, 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 te, ta, ah, ah. Okay, so if you can work at that, and then next time we can try playing that on the music as well.